commence with our second evening of league matches. We have 10 players involved in the Remote Darts League. We saw their first matches last night, so this the second of 9 league nights in a row for these players, each taking on each other, battling it out to be in that top 4 on finals night on Monday, the 27th of April. We start with a couple of players that got off to a great start yesterday. We had wins for Gary Robson, 7-2 over Dean Winstanley, and Jim Williams, a winner as well, 7-4 over Wes Newton. Also in the winners' enclosure yesterday were James Richardson, 7-4 over Alan Norris, and Daryl Fitton, 7-4 over John Walton. We also saw our first draw of the tournament, 6-6 between Tony O'Shea and Paul Hogan. So all to play for. We've got 2 players. You can see we're going to bring them in now into view. They're practicing away. Let's meet our first 2. We're going to have the Quiff, Jim Williams, taking on Big Robbo, Gary Robson. And I think you can tell which one is the Quiff when you see him on screen. We're going to start, though, talking to Gary Robson. It's very early stages, Big Robbo, but you are top of the league with that 7-2 win.
Yeah, but it can all change so quickly, so I'm not saying nothing.
Are you happy with how you played against Dean Winstanley last night?
Yeah, for it being the first night, obviously it's so strange for all the players. I think it's going to take a few nights to get used to, but I would imagine midweek, I think the standard will be a lot higher. We'll all be used to what we've got to do and used to the remoteness and everything, you know. It's just a learning curve at the moment.
Absolutely, as people understand, everybody's self-isolating. The home of World Darts these days is darts played in your own homes. Jim Williams, also a great win yesterday, 7-4, wasn't it, over Wes Newton? Feeling good after that?
Yeah, I was just happy to win, really. It was a bit of a scrappy game, I thought, but it's difficult. It's all new to us, but yeah, I'm happy to get a win.
And what about your head-to-head record? I don't see any big stage meetings between the 2 of you, but I think you did meet fairly recently, didn't you, at Q School?
Yes, we did. Yeah, I'll pinch that one, but the time before that, Robbo beat me in Romania, so I think we're probably head-to-head. I'd say we're pretty close, I would say.
Well, Robbo mentioned yesterday you always have a good game. We're really hoping for a good game here. You're both feeling good, gents, ready to start things off on night number 2?
Yeah. Good luck, mate.
Good luck, buddy.
So let's get some practice darts underway. And while those 2 are warming up, I will give you a quick run through of what we have to look forward to here this evening. This, of course, Jim Williams versus Gary Robson. They're going to be followed by those 2 old mates going head-to-head next, Daryl Fitton and Tony O'Shea. They're followed by Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, taking on Ruthless James Richardson. We have Alan Chuck Norris versus John Boy Walton in game number 4. And we close things this evening with over the top Dean Winstanley. He'll be taking on the Warrior Wes Newton. So lots to look forward to here this evening. Each of our matches is played over the best of 12 legs. So the winner is the first man to 7. But of course, like we had yesterday with O'Shea and with Hogan, you can have a 6-6 draw. So we'll have the final practice darts to be thrown by the 2 players now. And to start this match off, it is going to be Jim Williams throwing first. So away we go, gents. Jim's at the oche, and it's game on.
$140.
$140.
Great start.
$96.
$100.
$130.
Yeah, picks off the bull with the last, leaves a finish.
$140.
Both players down to finishes after 9. Jim, you require 135.
Oh, it's 12 left.
Well, treble 20, treble 17, just misses the double 12, 123. Gary, you require 121.
$96.
Or just misses the bull, 25 left, 96 scored. Jim, you require 12.
Oh, fast.
No score. Gary, you require 25.
$21.
Jim, you require 12.
Game shot, 2 dots.
And there it is, my favourite double on the board. Double 3 gets Jim Williams off to a 1-0 lead. Second leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$180.
Brilliant start. The first of the night.
$60.
$140.
Unlucky. Great darts, though, this second leg from Robbo.
$180.
180s apiece in this second leg.
$27.
$100.
Gary requires 154.
Mm. 19.
19 scored. Jim, you require 161.
$121.
121. Gary, you require 135.
$45.
Jim, you require 40.
Game shot, 1 dart.
Second leg to Jim Williams. Such a great start there for Robbo, but it's Jim that takes a 2-0 lead. Third leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$60.
$140.
Yeah, back into the treble.
$100.
$115.
Yeah, 2 treble 19s there.
$43.
$140.
$40.
Gary, you require 106.
74.
Leaves 32.
$95.
Gary requires 32.
32 and 1.
Game shot on the third leg to Gary Robson. It's a break of throw. So in our fourth leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$80.
$140.
$81.
$125.
$100.
$60.
$140.
So down to 100.
$94.
So Jim leaves 82, but Gary, you require 100.
$43.
Jim, you require 82.
$50.
Yeah, found the ball, but not the double. Gary requires 57.
$51.
Went that way just for me to leave the double three. Jim, you require 32.
Game shot.
Yeah, Jim steps in, takes a 3-1 lead, another break of throw. So fifth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
$100.
$82.
$45.
45 scored.
$100.
$140.
$131.
Yeah, two big trebles there, 19s and 18s.
$41.
$77.
137.
Gary requires 111.
95.
Or misses the double 16. Jim, you require 38.
Game shot, 2 darts.
Yeah, didn't fancy the double 19, but 6 for double 16 means it's game shot on the 5th leg to Jim Williams. 6th leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$43.
100.
45.
140.
134.
Yeah, great treble 19s there from Robbo.
60.
100.
60.
99.
Jim, you require 141.
85.
Gary, you require 80.
70.
Jim, you require 56.
36.
Gary, you require 10.
Yeah, game in 2.
Yeah, finds a double 5 with a second dart. It's game shot and the 6th leg to Gary Robson. 7th leg, Jim to throw first.
$98.
99.
100.
140.
43.
56.
140.
96.
Jim, you require 120.
Game shot. 3 darts.
The Shanghai is there. The 120 checkout for Jim Williams and the 7th leg. 8th leg for Gary to throw first.
$74.
100.
59.
100.
140.
100.
94.
41.
Gary requires 134.
84.
Yeah, Jim, you require 160.
40.
Gary requires 50.
53.
Yeah, game shot with that 3rd dart there. And the 8th leg to Gary Robson. 9th leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$180.
2nd of the match for Jim.
140.
100.
85.
87.
140.
Jim requires 134.
58.
Gary requires 136.
78.
Jim, you require 76.
60.
Gary, you require 58.
38.
Jim, you require 16.
Game shot. 1 dart.
Yeah, Jim takes a 6-3 lead. Gary so close to getting it back on throw there. The 10th leg, it is Gary to throw first.
99.
$100.
78.
140.
60.
100.
85.
Jim requires 161.
90.
139.
Great setup, but Jim requires 71.
'Game shot. 3 darts.
It's there. He finds the double top to take a 7-3 win. Jim Williams, the victor over Gary Robson. Let's bring the two of you back in for a chat about that match. A thoroughly enjoyable match to get things underway on this second league night. And Gary, there were so many chances there for you to get back level pretty much from the first and second legs. It was that pattern all the way through, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think my first 9 darts was like really good in nearly every leg in the first 4 or 5 legs. But
yeah,
I would bring in one silly one and Jim would put a good one in, then I missed the double, you know. But
yeah, I think even right at the start of the match. Yeah, I made light, of course, of the 57 miss with a treble 17 and then the attempts at double 3. But that could have got you back to 2-2. And we saw later on in the match, you almost got it back on throw in the 9th leg. Jim, though, steady stuff, good scoring throughout and good finishing. The 120 a highlight, nice 71 there. You've got to be happy with how you're playing this evening.
Yeah, it's just so difficult here. It's difficult to get a feel of the game and how it's going. But like I say, I play here the same as I play like on stage or I play on the tour. Like I'm always just head down, I listen to the score and then just go and have my go. So it probably suits my game perhaps a little bit better than the others at the moment, I'd say.
Well, it's suiting you so far. You do go to the top of the league. Let's have a quick word about tomorrow. Gary, you're going to be taking on James Richardson. How do you see that one going?
Well, if I can score the way I have the night and maybe do a little bit better at the finishing, I'm going to be a tough one to beat, you know. At the end of the day, tonight I was pretty much spot on down to 200 or below. So I'm just going to put that right for tomorrow. Then it should be a good game.
I'm sure it will be. And Jim, you're going to close tomorrow evening with a match against Tony O'Shea. And we've seen you play on the World Championship stage against each other. It's going to be a bit different playing at home.
Yeah, Tony's dangerous as well late on like that. That'll be a tough game. But like I've grew up watching these guys, you know, and Tony's one of the best. So yeah, I'll look forward to all these. So yeah, bring on tomorrow.
Okay, well, Jim, Gary, thanks for a great start to the evening. We look forward to seeing you both tomorrow.
Well done, Jim, lad.
Well done, Bravo, lad. Good boy.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with match number 2 this evening. The two best of mates, best of enemies, though, in the next few minutes. Daryl Fitton takes on Tony O'Shea.